from the Arkansas Storm Team, tracking winter weather.
All right, meteorologist Alex Libby promised us yesterday, alluded to the fact that that weather map that you see right here was likely going to change. And sure enough, it has, as the Arkansas Storm Team tracking winter weather alerts now spanning much of Arkansas. Good afternoon from Studio B here in Little Rock. I'm Mitch McCoy. We're coming up on 3:45. Brand new weather information coming in within the last half hour. Meteorologist Alex Libby is in the forecast center for us right now. And Alex, you warned us yesterday that there was a strong possibility that the weather alerts were going to expand to the south. And sure enough, it has, now including parts of the metro area, Benton, Bryant, those in Saline County, now under the gun for the possibility of winter weather.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Mitch. So we were just expecting that to go further south as the forecast we get a better idea on what to expect for the forecast. And something that this map that you're seeing does show is that this storm is going to be highly influenced by elevation. So the higher elevation you are, if you're a place that you live on top of a hill or closer to the mountains, you will be seeing more snow. So where the new winter weather advisories are out, that purple color in Saline County, Perry County, well, that's because they're seeing higher elevation. And that's kind of where the Ouachita Mountains start, and it goes all the way into Oklahoma, where the Ouachita Mountains end up ending. So anywhere in that purple shade could see 2 to 4 or 5 inches of snow. And the blue color you're seeing there, that's a winter storm watch. And eventually, as we get closer to the system, we expect that to turn into a winter storm warning. And those are for areas that could see 4+ inches of snow. The best chance for shovelable or plowable snow with the system, again, still looks to be in northern Arkansas. As we go through talking about some of the headlines here for these graphics, well, this much of the same as we were talking about yesterday. It's going to start as rain, change over to snow. Something that has changed is the timing. The rain looks to be moving in a little bit earlier this evening, overnight tonight, or the early hours Saturday morning, and it will stay rain for the majority of your Saturday, especially here in the Little Rock Metro and central southern parts of the state, eventually changing over to snow in the afternoon. We could see those raindrops change to snowflakes as early as 4, 5, 6 p.m. here in Little Rock, and obviously earlier the further north you go. Currently, the system's bringing very heavy snowfall to places like Iowa, southern Minnesota, places into northern Missouri. You're going to start seeing some very heavy snowfall. So basically what you're seeing in Missouri occurring right now is what we are going to be seeing as we head into Saturday. They're starting with rain, and then they're going to be changing over to snow. For us, we're just seeing some clouds from the system. It's starting off as just some clouds, maybe some extremely light rain right now in Mountain Home. Temperatures far too warm to support any winter precip at this time, but we will see temperatures drop as we head into Saturday afternoon. Here's a look at the temperatures, upper 50s, even 60s in southern parts of the state. So it definitely doesn't feel like winter right now. But as you see, this is forecast tracked showing temperatures dropping and rain increasing as we head overnight tonight. So 2 a.m. Saturday morning, let's time this out. Seeing that rain and even potential for some snow moving into far northwestern parts of Arkansas, starting to get into some rain showers here in the Little Rock Metro, north central Arkansas. And this is a pretty good shot here, paused at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Notice the green, that's rain, is in the Arkansas River Valley. It's in Little Rock Metro. It's in eastern Arkansas. But the blue and pink, which is snow, is in northern parts of the state, which is a higher elevation, and in the Ouachitas over by Mena to Queen, seeing that chance for snow, and it will eventually change over for everyone after dark Saturday. So at least here in Little Rock, no travel issues through the daytime hours Saturday, but as we get into the overnight, then we could start seeing some snow falling, and the snow that does fall will be falling at temperatures above freezing, 37 degrees at 8 p.m. in Little Rock, and it's snowing. So that snow that does fall will have a hard time at least, accumulating onto roadways, and that is good news for any travel that you might have to do Saturday night. As we move into Sunday morning, temperatures dropping near freezing, below freezing, still holding on to some snow early Sunday morning, and it will be out of here Sunday afternoon and evening, and we're going to see some sunshine with temperatures near 40, which is the perfect ingredients to melt any snow that we do see on the roadways. Here is the updated snowfall forecast that everyone is wanting to see 1 to 2 inches. I did lower it a little bit for the Arkansas River Valley here in the Little Rock Metro, but notice where the elevations are higher, Ouachita Mountains 2 to 5 inches plus, still a couple jackpots up in the Ozarks and Boston Mountains, and then 5 inches plus also likely for areas like West Memphis, getting into Tennessee, where that second heavier band really could set up over the night hours, Saturday night, and into the early morning hours, Sunday morning. So Mitch, this is the latest we have here with this oncoming system. I know snow lovers may be not as happy with the slightly lower snow totals, but this is what we're expecting.
Well, I think it's important to remember, Alex, we're still very early into the season here, and I'm sure there's going to be more chances along the season here. But just curious here, we're seeing that 1 to 2 range here in Little Rock. I mean, is this one of those situations where Sunday morning, kids, we're going to be able to wake up? Will we see snow on the ground, or is there a possibility some of this is going to accumulate on the streets, or would this affect more grassy areas?
Well, yeah, in that 1 to 2 range, it's also going to be highly dependent on elevation, and also in downtown Little Rock, we tend to hold on to a little bit more heat with more pavement, more sidewalks. So snow accumulation in downtown Little Rock will be really hard. But if you live in western Pulaski County, where the elevation's a little bit higher, or North Little Rock, where you have some of those hills, you could see 1 inch or 2 of snow, most likely on grassy surfaces. So if you are, if your house is a little bit higher up in elevation and you do have a big lawn or something at your house, maybe you will be able to see a couple inches of snow. But realistically, in that lighter blue shade, the 1 to 2 inches, I kind of wanted to make it a trace to 2 inches because it's so highly dependent on elevation, and there's such big elevation swings, even in the city of Little Rock, where you could see on top of just a hill that's 600 or 800 feet taller, a couple more inches of additional snowfall.
It's real interesting just to hear you talk a little bit about that. This has got to be an incredibly tricky forecast because of some of those, those what ifs, right? I mean, if you're in a higher elevation, you're going to see this, but if you're here, you're going to see this.
I mean, it's still a little bit tricky at this point because at least here in central Arkansas, the changeover to snow isn't likely going to happen for another 24 hours. So, I mean, we'll have our website updated, and I'll be on Fox 16 tomorrow night for the latest update. And even by tomorrow night at 9, we might not be even seeing any snow falling yet in Little Rock, and we could still adjust that snow map as needed. But for now, it's definitely pretty certain that the areas that are in the higher accumulation, so northeastern and north central Arkansas, will see the bulk of the accumulation.
All right, meteorologist Alex Libby there in the Weather Center. Alex, appreciate your time. Join Alex, Fox 16 News at 5:30. Chief Keith is in. He'll have your forecast coming up on KARK 4 News at 4 here in a little over 5 minutes on Channel 4. But before we go, I do want to just let folks know how to access our website. Alex talked a little bit about it. I want to make sure that you are well aware of what you need to know before you head out the door. Maybe download our mobile phone app. You can also go to our website. Once you go to KARK.com or Fox16.com, just go ahead, click on Storm Team. That will bring you to our latest weather forecast. It's the latest weather updates we have. Our team is actually working on new videos now. It'll be pushed online. That was our morning update. But this is where you can track some of those temperatures. You see it here. Little Rock, 56 right now. Later tonight, 44. These are live temperatures, and you heard Alex talk about how critical those temperatures are going to be to this forecast. So you can monitor some of these temperatures here on our website. And then here is the wealth of information as the storm starts to track in. It's going to be right here on our website. You can use this as a live radar tool. You can even go full screen. You can go through to where you live. Let's say you're up in Heber Springs. You can watch all of this transition from this rain to this possible snow in real time using the Doppler radar right here on our website, KARK.com. You can even go down to street level view. Let's say you live in Russellville. You can get a pretty good idea of what's happening down to the street that you live on, and that is on our website, KARK.com, Fox16.com, under the weather tab. Of course, a lot of information that you need to know as you head out the door and as the meteorologists continue to track all of this in real time. Again, your latest forecast coming up on KARK4 News at 4, Fox 16 News at 5:30. Alex will have your complete forecast, and keep it right here to the Arkansas Storm Team for further weather updates, and download the Storm Team app so you know what's happening in real time and get those alerts sent straight to your phone. For now, I'm Mitch McCoy from Studio B. Hope you have a good rest of your day.